Hi, my name is Andrew, and I'm one of the co-founders of LastMile AI. Today, I'll walk you through getting started with our AutoEval platform. LastMile AI's AutoEval platform is an enterprise-grade LM evaluation platform. It's designed to enable companies and businesses with a suite of metrics and customized metrics to successfully test and evaluate LM applications. Let's begin. First, we'll head into the console. Within the top right, you'll find a way to get your API key. I already have one set up for this getting started demo. I'll copy this key over and I'll head over to my editor to begin the getting started application. I already have the API token within a .m file, and so that is readily available for this getting started notebook. Within this getting started notebook, what we'll do is do a evaluation run against LastMile AI's built-in metrics, and then we'll fine-tune our own metric based off of some brand voice examples, and then we'll run it again as an experiment with the additional metric. So first, install the LastMile Python SDK. Next, we'll work with the data set as we test out the evaluation metrics. This data set is questions, answers, and then a ground truth of what the ideal response should be with some additional context. The input, output, and ground truth are special keywords within the AutoEval platform. It helps determine exactly how you want to fine-tune and how you want to evaluate your data set. Next, what we'll do is create an experiment. This will be our getting started experiment. We'll save some metadata about the model that was used to generate that data, which was GPT-4o. And then we'll run it against faithfulness as a metric and relevancy. For faithfulness, what it is comparing the ground truth against the input and output. So you want to make sure that the LM response, which is the output, is faithful to the context with respect to the input. For relevancy, it's comparing the input and output, making sure that the output is relevant to the input. Amazing. One thing you've noticed is the metrics come back extremely fast because these are not large language models and these are our own encoder style models. You'll see that the performance is extremely fast and you can actually use it in real time. Next, we'll head over to the website to see the evaluation run. Within the evaluation console, you can see that we ran the getting started experiment and it had a faithfulness score and a relevancy score. I could click into it to see the individual scores per runs, and I could deep dive into what has resulted in poor faithfulness versus what has resulted in poor relevancy. Next, what we'll do is fine-tune our own metric. I head over into datasets and I upload a new dataset. I have a list of brand voice examples of where messages follow the brand tone of a company and examples of messages that don't follow the brand tone. So we'll call this brand tone dataset. And then I've uploaded that as a CSV, and you can see the dataset has been entered into the LastMile AI AutoEval platform. Next, what I'll do is fine-tune a metric, and this one I'll call the brand metric, which will evaluate whether the input and output of the LLM is matching the brand tone of my company. I'll use LastMile AI's Alberta model, and then I'll choose the input output as the two columns I want to use for fine-tuning this metric. Next, I can see that the fine-tuning run has been kicked off, and we'll give it a few moments for it to train and go into serving. You can see that the validation loss is getting lower, as well as the accuracy is improving. It'll go through 8 epochs, and we're looking to maximize the validation accuracy. You can also see that the data set being only 100 rows, the fine-tuning job is very fast, and so you can kick off many fine-tuning jobs at the same time. Amazing. Our new brand metric is online, and we can test it out within the code right now. Heading back into the code, I will go back into where we set up our client and set up the experiment. This time what I'll do is I will add in that new metric over here, and I'll call it brand metric. I retrieve that metric by name, and I can add it into the list of metrics that I want to run this against. I'll kick off a new run. You can see that it was successful. Let's head back into the console to see the new run. Now you can see a new brand metric was introduced, and it's gotten about a 73% on that. Thank you so much for spending the time with me to get started with the LastMile AI AutoEval platform. Looking forward to seeing what new metrics everyone comes up with. Thank you.